Hello people, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. Guys, hope you are well. 30 things I want to bring to you in a little series or a sub-series in the Narc playlist. There's 30 little pointers I want to indicate and highlight to you. So I'm going to do this in little groups of 6, so it's going to be 5 videos. Things that I want you to pay attention to as you go about your daily business, and I want you to be aware of these things that the Narc does when they can't get their own way. One might say it's typical Narc behavior. One might think that this is a way for the Narc to regain control. It might be things that the Narc will do to try and gaslight and bully not necessarily you, but the alternative person in that particular relationship. So I'm going to go through these things, and I want you to note how they actually go about their business. And maybe, who knows, maybe you will be able to go, ooh, I've noticed this. Ooh, crumbs. Yeah, I've noticed that. The Narc cannot, under any circumstances, help themselves to refrain from not being in control. They cannot help but destroy. It is part of their DNA. It's like most people want to help and ease other people's issues. The Narc has got a subconscious agenda nearly to say whatever I'm going to do to destroy, as long as my ego stays intact. So let's have a look at this first little video in terms of some of these things, what the Narc does to make sure that you or the other person dances to the tune that they drum for you. So here we go. Number 1. The Narc will always turn the conversation to themselves, about themselves. Have you noticed that when you speak to a Narc, that they will always want to be the center of attention, either by what they're doing or what they're saying. And in conversation, they might have a 2-3 minute, a very short, brief time where they will talk about mutual things. And before you know it, it's about them, their problems, their issues, their achievements, their struggles, them. It's always about them. So when you notice that the Narc or a conversation is about one individual, chances are. Number 2, the Narc will always expect you or them, as in not the Narc, them is as in the other people in the equation, to meet the Narc's emotional needs, but not necessarily vice versa. So what does that mean is the Narc will expect everybody else in their social circles to meet their emotional needs. You become their healer. You become their physician, emotionally speaking. But when you or the other people in the Narc social circles have emotional needs, if you think for 1 minute that the Narc is going to let go of their agenda and help you emotionally wake up from that dream, it will never ever happen. I know. I was part of that process. So, if you think that you're going to get emotional support from a Narc, enjoy the nightmare, because it's not going to happen. Fact. Number 3. The Narc is oblivious to the impact of their negative comments to and about you. So, what does that mean? It means the narc will go out and speak negatively about you or the other people. And for them it's just general chit-chat, normal conversation, as if it's the done thing. And even though they might destroy you to your face or you to others, there's no resonance with them. It doesn't matter. So when other people then come and talk to you, they've already now got a biased opinion about you, even though they might never have met you before. They already know things about you that are negative, destructive, hurtful, shameful, all your flaws, basically. Because the narc, the manipulative manner that they go about their stuff and the absolute eloquence in which they go out and destroy people, even the wise will not necessarily pick it up immediately. Because the narc's very clever. So you meet this unknown and they already know things about you, but it's not necessarily true. Because the narc has already webbed them. And then if you think that the narc cares about what they said about you, you got it. The narc will constantly criticize or berate you. And they know exactly what's best for you. Not just that, but they will tell you what to feel and when to feel it. The narc is the Almighty. In their eyes, at least. So by them criticizing you and berating you, breaking you down and making you appear far worse than what you actually are, when you come and expose that to the narc, they will tell you that you are totally misled. Who are you to even feel upset? You shouldn't feel upset, man. You're overreacting. You know this, of course, don't you? And this is how they will go about talking to you, as if for you, when you start behaving in a way that is normal, they will try and make you feel guilty for being normal. And when you are angry or upset or disappointed in whatever, they will tell you how not to feel. Or how to feel, but not what you should feel. Of course, this is always towards their agenda. So the narc is the Almighty, and they're a post office. They can direct your feelings wherever they want. Because the narc has to be in control. Eloquence here, my friend, is the key phrase. They do it so subtly and so self-aware that by the time that you've worked it out, it's probably 2 or 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the line. Ask me. I know. The narc will always focus on blaming you or others, but they will never take responsibility for what they've actually done or said. This is a typical narc thing. The narc will make the decisions. The narc will do the things. They will speak what they say. And as soon as you point it out, it's your fault. You never stopped me. You encouraged me. It's you. The narc will never say, it's me. Ooh, crumbs. I did this. I took responsibility. No. The narc doesn't work like that. Because once the narc takes responsibility for what they've done and said, or did not do and did not say, It means that they are, oh, hang on, they're wrong. They made a mistake. Ooh, you know as well as I do, narcs don't make mistakes. They're almighty. So therefore, the only way they can escape this responsibility is by blaming you or others for their own behavior, for their own everything. It's like they want to live in a bubble of protection and throw the daggers at other people and throw the bombs at other people, because that's okay. I know it's not actually, but in the narc's mind, it's the only thing to do. I know. I've been part of that process. And the final one for this particular video is simply this. The narc expects you. They expect you to anticipate their needs. And God help you if you don't. Because if you don't anticipate what they need, guess what? You're to blame. You don't care, you don't love, you're not concerned. It's your fault. There it is. So the narc, as we know, as you know, is all about number one, them. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about anybody else. As long as they can do what they want to do to whoever they want to do it, regardless of whether they are trampled down, trodden in the mud, in the sewers, it makes no difference to the narc. As long as they're okay, everything's okay. And that is not okay. There's the first bit in this little sub-series of 30 little indicators of what the narc will do to control you. Typical narc behavior. If you've enjoyed this video or it's made you go, ooh, YouTube admin, please. Comments, share, subscribe. Subscribe, please. For now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I'll speak to you soon.